Welcome back, all you ex-communists, to the third and final part of the Operation Not in My House trilogy. When we last left our base defense team, they had just cleared out the warehouse where we keep our food rations. During the fight, the soldiers blew up, burned, and contaminated pretty much every container of food storage we had. Oh, and they killed a lot of aliens. A mechtoid had a stalker's fixation on Gemini Spark and riddled him with plasma, knocking him down to 2 hit points, as stalkers are wont to do. So now, as we move forward and prepare to defend the XCOM shipping yard, we have to be extra careful to make sure Gemini Spark doesn't meet the big roboticist in the sky, as we do not have a replacement mech soldier for him. This is why you should always have an offline backup, people. We move a few soldiers up, and sure enough, on the alien's turn, they perform the time-honored tradition of vent dropping. Only, this time, we are getting a muton and a berserker joining the usual sectoid and morphball mechtoid combo. Now, we have a lot of issues for this last part of the mission, and one of them is the fact that our security team personnel are running low on grenades, and their odds to hit are, in a word, bad. But, fortunately, Cat Hair still has 1 grenade, and we can use it to ruin this muton's cover and scuff up the armor of that mechtoid a bit. This pisses off the muton, and he beats his chest and does a little war dance to try and intimidate our inexperienced security team member. But Cat Hair doesn't even flinch at the green rage monster. Cat Hair's one bad mofo. Now we still need to decide who to take down. The mechtoid has the most troublesome plethora of hit points, so we need someone to bite off a huge chunk of its health bar. So we activate Jimmy's headshot ability, and she takes a crit all over its face. Now this muton is at a mere 5 health. A couple of hits from the security team could finish it off. To say Ninja Knight has been an inconsistent shot would be an understatement. But maybe killing the Uber sectoid with a simple explosion and his little disappearing grenade trick a few turns earlier have given him the confidence he needs to actually hit a shot.
No contact with the target.
He's now 0 for 4, people. A marksman he ain't. Google Girl, on the other hand, keeps showing why she is the star of the security team. Now, by knocking that muton down to 2 hit points, we can move Gemini Spark up and remove all chance from killing it by simply using his collateral damage ability to finish this muton off. With the muton gone, our next priority is the mechtoid. Citrus Architect has a shiny new plasma gun, so if he connects with this 83% shot, the mechtoid will be singing Daisy. Now, we do need to fear the sectoid, because it could charge up and kill the mighty Gemini Spark, who only has 2 hit points left. Luckily though, with the rapid fire perk, DJ Sucre has 2 chances at a 75% shot. But DJ Sucre only needs 1. But we still have one big problem. A berserker, hopped up on alien growth hormone, meth, and Red Bull, charges right at Citrus Architect. Wind Valley tries to discourage this behavior with a shot of lead, but sadly, he misses. Citrus tries to administer some plasma via his close combat specialist perk, but that seems to exacerbate the situation a bit. Then again, maybe it doesn't, because when the berserker gets up close, yeah, 6 damage, but come on, look at that again. That was kind of a girly punch, let's be honest. Now, for kicks and giggles, I decided I want to try and have the security team finish off the berserker. Actually, I want them to finish it off so I can give the big boy soldiers a chance to reload. So, we have Security Wonderkind Google Girl lead off. Uncharacteristically, she misses. So, we moved Cat Hair up and give him a chance at the plate. He connects, and the berserker gets right in his face and tries to give him the business. But Cat Hair is a rock and doesn't budge an inch. So now it's time to give Ninja Knight another chance. We have Ninja Knight get right in the berserker's grill. This is point blank range. Surely Ninja Knight can't miss this, right? Ninja Knight connects, but even when he's right, he's wrong, because the berserker growls at Ninja Knight and he folds like a cheap suit. And sadly, his cowardice spreads and the previously unflappable Google Girl gets the jitters. Well, their panic aside, it's at 5 health. Wind Valley has a chance to finish this thing off. only for him to do minimum damage. Looks like my dream of having everyone reload was just that, a dream. Still, Gemini can finish this thing off. I said Gemini can finish this thing off. Thank you. So, we have Jimmy leave her perch and reload. I then set Citrus up on the perch and have him overwatch along with DJ Sucre. And that's when the final wave of aliens decide to show
near the
up.
forward access tunnel. It looks like they're concentrating a force there. I'd get prepped. It looks like this is the last of them, Commander. We're not picking up any additional contacts. If we can take them out, HQ will be secure.
Wow. This group is a doozy. Ubersectoid, Dronus, Mechtoid, Centronus, Berserker, and then a Thin Man to be the cherry on top. It doesn't get much more diverse and deadly as that. Thankfully, DJ Sucre hits his Overwatch shot on the Centronus, but that only slightly scuffs it up. First things first, Jimmy is our biggest gun and she's way behind everyone else. I rush her forward so that, hopefully, she'll be of some use next turn. Then, I decide to move DJ Sucre up a spot and had thought he'd have concealment from the Centronus. I thought wrong. I move our only two non-panicking security personnel, Cat Hair and Wind Valley, up to hopefully set up for a good flank or just cover a corner. Then I leave Citrus Architect up on his perch, where I'm confident he'll have a good Overwatch shot. Using his Jet Boots module, I have Gemini move to a spot on the roof I think no aliens will see him, and give him a chance to reload, because his gun is spent. With Gemini safe, I hope, I have DJ Sucre suppress the Centronus and just put everyone I can on Overwatch. On the aliens' turn, they send their most disposable member, the Dronus, first. To make matters worse, Citrus misses his shot and then gets a kiss from the Dronus. He's starting to look a little worse for the wear and we're going to need to watch his health. A mind-linked Mechtoid then barrels forward, making DJ Sucre's position very precarious. Further complicating Sucre's spot, the Centronus goes into Overwatch. Then, the Thin Man, like the tool he is, scurries forward and poisons Citrus Architect. This displeases me. Finally, the Berserker bull rushes forward, and while Cat Hair does hit his Overwatch like the baller he is, it doesn't quite do anything to quell the rampage that is the Berserker, and he quickly invades Sucre's personal space. Well, we have a bit of a logic puzzle here. But, like most logic puzzles, you start with the easiest problem first, and the easiest thing in our group is always just letting Jimmy take a shot. The Berserker, wondering who interrupted his one-on-one time with Sucre, barrels forward, but doesn't see Jimmy, so instead he stares down Cat Hair, convinced he was the perpetrator. This provides the perfect distraction for Google Girl to sneak up behind the Berserker and mischievously shoot it in the back. And she's now doing her best Ninja Knight impersonation. Spectacular. But you seriously really gotta love the way the Berserker turns around and looks at her sort of just like, what, that was the best you got? Well, you know, maybe we've stepped into Bizarro World and suddenly Ninja Knight is the one who can hit shots we need to... Okay, we're not in Bizarro World. Glad we confirmed that. Well, this is a familiar situation. There's something that looks like a Muton at 5 health, and security team, if they can get a crit, will kill it. Okay, Cat Hair, time to be hardcore. Well, okay, he didn't get the kill, but at least... Oh, please don't panic.
I can't take much more.
Well, hunkering down isn't the worst thing that... Google Girl, don't you follow his lead.
I can't take much more of this.
Okay, two have panicked and...
I can't take much more of this.
Stop mimicking each other! 3 security team members panic, with the Berserker at 1 health. I'm the one who can't take much more of this, not them. Well, at least Jimmy can... Why does Jimmy not have line of sight now? Okay, XCOM, I have a beef with you. How could she have line of sight here, but not here? Notice that this line goes through the same square. You fail at geometry, XCOM. Well, I could sit here and argue with the game, or I could solve my problems. Or I could do both, but let's solve my problems. Gemini has an 88% shot, so this thing should go down. Gemini, I said you have an 88% shot, so this thing should go down. Thank you. Now, With the Berserker gone, I just need to move DJ Sucre to a less suicidal position. I'm going to take him on a long path I think will keep him from getting shot by the Centronus, but then again, me and XCOM have already had disagreements on what is and is not a valid shooting square. So let's see if my geometry's right. Huh, DJ Sucre takes no shots. I am a geometry master. XCOM, you could learn a thing. Now, tough decision time with Citrus Architect. I could have him drop down and try and kill this Dronus, and that would leave him in half cover, and it'd be really simple for both the Mechtoid and Thin Man to reorient slightly and then take shots that could kill him. Ultimately, I decided to drop him down and just reload. The aliens are in a very defensible position, and oftentimes in those situations, they won't move up and risk walking into an ambush themselves. This is the behavior that I am banking on. Thankfully, on the aliens' turn, they do act as expected, and they don't sell out with a full-out bum rush. This Centronus decides to move up. Ideally, I'd move DJ Sucre up to this corner to deal with it with his heat ammo perk, but sadly, Cat Hair is panicking that square, so I guess he's got dibs or something. Jimmy is still too far back to be of use as a shooter, so we make do by having her go invisible, hop up to Gemini's perch, and have her take a look at the left side of the battlefield. What she sees is an enticing grouping of enemies that cause us to ask a question: who's got 2 hit points and a high-powered grenade launcher? This guy! So with the Dronus and Thin Man gone, and the Uber Sectoid Uber exposed, I move DJ Sucre over and... why is this only a 60% shot? I do not understand the hit percentage calculations sometimes. This guy has no cover. Literally, he doesn't even have clothes. Well, let's just focus. We need to knock this Uber Sectoid down to 1 health, as DJ Sucre can damage him with 2 damage from suppression. Automatically, no hits needed. So, I just move Citrus up and use his rapid fire ability to take 2 shots. If he connects on either of them, he likely knocks the alien down to at least 2 hit points, and with 54% chance to hit, that gives us about an 80% chance to hit with the 2 shots, and almost a 30% chance to hit twice.
That's a load of bull.
But I do suppose there was that 20% chance that the universe hates me. All this missing is getting to be a bit contagious. Well, if we move Wind Valley up and he gets a crit, we can still pull this off. Well, I mean, okay, 4 damage is viable. Maybe Ninja Knight can be the squirrel that finds that nut. No, he can't. Guess I was hoping too much. Well, with that miss, we no longer can just hope for the suppression to kill. Still, we need to try and keep this guy here where he is vulnerable. So, DJ Sucre goes into suppression mode. Please note that using this suppression does use up the rest of DJ Sucre's ammo. Well, the alien sees straight through our plan and decides to book it. Okay, Sucre, just kill it and you miss. Okay, that's bad. The alien moves back and then launches a psi attack. That's when Citrus Architect says the words you never want to hear anytime you're in the alien genre.
It's inside me!
Oh, and let's not forget about that Centronus. It takes aim at Google Girl and I ready myself for the first death of this battle. Luckily, in her panic, she ducked down, and that hunker down was enough to save her hide. So, now, with the Uber Sectoid mind-controlling Citrus Architect, we have a big problem. Citrus Architect has the Close Combat Specialist perk, so now, if we move any of these soldiers near him, he'll be taking a shot at them, and he has our most powerful weapon. We are stuck. And what's worse, Jimmy doesn't have line of sight to the Uber Sectoid. And DJ Sucre is out of ammo. That means if we're going to have everyone live, we need Ninja Knight to make a shot. He has missed every non-point blank shot he has taken. Ninja Knight, it's crunch time. We need you to make that 3 hit pointer at the buzzer be the hero we need! Oh, sweet baby Ray, he hit the shot. Ninja Knight, I take back some of the things I said about you. Clearly Ninja Knight has a standard transmission because he's clutch. And it's moments like this that make XCOM an awesome game. A soldier you have had fail you time and time again suddenly hits the shot that he shouldn't. You can't make up a narrative like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we play video games. But let's not celebrate just yet. We still have a Mechtoid and a Centronus to deal with. But, lucky for us, Jimmy has line of sight to the Centronus. And, thanks to Double Tap, she has 2 bullets in the chamber. Photons. Look, laser weapons are weird. Well, everyone else on the team is out of ammo, so I move everyone to full cover and have them reload and hope that, again, the Centronus and Mechtoid don't move from their positions of safety and opt to just shoot at the soldiers behind cover. Thankfully, that's exactly what happens, and the Centronus misses and the Mechtoid, no doubt in Overwatch, stays put. So Cat Hair lines up his shot on the Centronus and ooh, so close. Well, we still have a chance with Google Girl. In fact, we switch to her pistol and take a look. And, judging from this angle, it's time for another episode of Trick Shot Shenanigans with 14 Google Girl. In today's episode, we have Google Girl attempting to kill a Centronus with a pistol shot between the holes in the forklift's frame. Can Google Girl hit the shot? But no, camera guy, I guess she hit the shot. No thanks to our epic Mickey-style cameraman. Knew I should have hired Lakitu. Regardless, Google Girl hit the shot. A cheer for Google Girl. Yay! So now all that's left of the once mighty alien invasion force is one Mechtoid. And we are 1,000,000,000% sure he's in Overwatch. So we're gonna run Jimmy down there, relying on her chameleon-like gene mod to keep her hidden, and flanking the enemy. Predictably, the Mechtoid goes into Overwatch again, but we have just the formula to break it. We charge in with the recently mind-controlled Citrus Architect, who deftly dodges with his lightning reflexes. He then puts 2 slugs of plasma into the Mechtoid's face to see how much he likes it. Then, since we have 2 shots with Jimmy, and we know this guy is dead, we decide to get cute and see if we can get a security team a happy memory to go out on. Cat Hair misses his shot, Wind Valley misses his shot, and we decide to move Ninja Knight into position. Now, I've been really hard on Ninja Knight this entire time, but he came through and we needed him, so I'm deciding to cherry pick this shot for him a little. I move DJ Sucre and get ready to throw a grenade. The idea is I'll soften up the Mechtoid enough so that if Ninja Knight connects, he'll get the kill. Only, I forget that DJ Sucre's perks are such that he gets bonus damage to his explosives and area attacks, and versus mechs. So instead of softening up the target, DJ Sucre sort of, well, kill steals. What I really love about this is look at how much care and attention I took to placing this grenade. It's like I'm assembling the world's biggest sundae for Ninja Knight, and right as I'm about to put the cherry on top, DJ Sucre comes over just as I'm about to give it to him, and he knocks it out of my hands. It spills all over the floor in front of Ninja Knight. I'm sorry, Ninja Knight. DJ Sucre is why you can't have nice things. With all the aliens gone, Officer Sweatervest decides to make a big dramatic speech.
We made a statement here today, Commander. They came after us, our people, right at the heart of our operation, and we showed them what happens. Now I think it's time we take the fight back to them.
Stirring. Hey guys, look, can we focus on this number? This one? Right here? This one? I didn't lose a single member of the freaking security team, let alone my soldiers. Even with Google Girl trying to kill herself with her own grenade. Oh, sure, we're battered and bruised, but we got through one of the hardest missions with 0 fatalities. That, my friends, is what we call a win. Back in the cinematic room, we see Sweatervest holding a conference.
Hang in there, soldier.
Having to fight our own people.
Will he be okay, Doctor?
Yes, I believe he'll recover.
Oh good, I was worried about Mook number 27.
Be free from outside control.
Is there any indication of how this happened, Doctor?
Good question.
I finished our initial scans, and so far, I found no physical abnormalities.
Your usual bang-up work, I see.
Capable of some kind of mind control, Doctor.
Yes, but that doesn't explain the lack of a nearby controlling alien, or the sheer number of victims.
If the aliens were capable of launching an attack of this scale previously, I believe they would have. Perhaps this was a one-time opportunity.
That might be true.
We still need to find out how this was possible.
I agree, but let's stop actually conversing about important things because the intern finally found the circuit breaker and was able to get power back to the globe. Truly now, we are safe. Good job, intern. On the injury screen, we see that, despite their wounds, we're only going to be missing out on Gemini Sparks and Citrus's services for 4 and 5 days respectively. Not bad at all. So, we get a new medal too! The Star of Terra, which we also call the Sun. This isn't really a difficult thing, people. Come on, it's what it's called. This is the best medal in the game. We can choose between the bonus of entire squads receiving extra will and defense, or the bonus of low-ranking soldiers getting extra XP. Cool. But as we hope not to be using low-ranking soldiers from here on out, I'm going to go with bonus will and defense. We then rename the medal the Star of Coyote Tango to complete our Pacific Rim themed badge conventions. And then we reward it to the best soldier in the world, Jimmy. We scan, and the power generator completes. Another scan, and boom! The psionics lab completes too. That means it's time to send people through psionic testing. Shiosk, DJ Sucre, get into the large scary purple booth and let the scary science lady poke you with brain sticks. Scan again, and uh-oh, Exalt Cell has been found. That means it's time for a covert operation. I normally send Adrian Rod on these things, but with Jimmy having all the skills of Adrian Rod obviously, and more, gene mods, I'm going to send her on the mission instead. I mean, what are the odds we'll have another mission in between then and are you kidding me?
Commander, there's a Priority 1 transmission coming in from the Council.
So what we're learning here is the Council hates Jimmy for some reason. Because every time I make her unavailable, that's when the Council suddenly needs us to go on missions. Episode 21, I put her in the gene tank. What does they do? They send me on a bomb mission. Now, we're going to go do target extraction without Jimmy. Oh, and Shiosk and DJ Sucre are too busy getting their brains lanced to help too. What a powerful mistake I have made. Well, it's time to get the benchwarmers up to bat because we have a general or something that needs to be rescued from the alien menace in St. Petersburg.
Dropship has arrived.
Well, I hope our backups are prepared for the spotlight because it's going to be their time to shine in Operation Neon Network. Until then, I'm Spliced, and let's hope our B team brings their A game.